I saw my mum's wedding picture and I thought they were a joke. They're that bad. What kind of life were you expecting?
Margarita in one hand, dialysis machine in the other.
Grandpa Joe, what an absolute liar. Benefit cheat.
Hello, and welcome to Bad Advice with Olga Koch. I know it may seem like your therapist is in love with you, but they're actually in love with me. Bad Advice is a show where I, a technical psycho on the Myers-Briggs scale, and a VIP celebrity guest solve your problems one terrible tip at a time. Today's guest is going to be playing Mary Sunshine in the upcoming national tour of Chicago. A show about a group of women singing about killing their husbands. Where's my royalty check? She's the runner-up of the first ever season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK and a member of drag queen supergroup Frock Destroyers. She's stunning, she's talented, she's Divina De Campo!
Oh, correct, it's me! How are you?
I'm so excited you're here.
Oh, thank you for asking me.
As you know, this is Bad Advice, and I'm gonna start by asking, what's the worst advice you've ever been given?
I mean, there's just so much of it. You can see there's been quite a lot of bad advice applied today.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but...
I mean, today I decided to come dressed as somebody's aunt mourning your uncle.
So would you like to start with our first question?
Yeah, go on.
From Athena from Croydon.
She sounds legitimate, doesn't she?
She definitely is a real person that we did not make up.
I feel like she's got a card in every single phone box in Croydon. Call me Athena for a good time. For a bad time, call me Danielle.
My cousin is a makeup artist and asked me to model for her, but she made me look terrible. I felt obliged to share them on Instagram, but now all my mates are commenting underneath that I look like I've got a clown filter on. How do I tell her she's not very good?
My favourite makeup artist and also my least favourite makeup artist all work in Boots or Superdrug. They just paint you Oompa Loompa, don't they? I saw my mum's wedding picture and I thought they were a joke. They're that bad. My mum has these quite prominent front teeth and she looks ecstatic in the picture. Yeah, there was definitely no filter or blur tool being used on that. RuPaul could not have existed at that time.
But of course he did. He
that
predates
blur
all of
tool
us.
while she's sat on that judging panel kills me every time. So soft, so soft. The worst advice I've ever been given, I think, was probably that blush and bronzer were overrated. I just really enjoyed that slightly grey, ashy look. You know, a little bit like I'd taken out shares in Pompeii.
All these people died for me to look fabulous.
That should be my makeup palette, actually, if I release
Oh my goodness.
one. Instead of 50 Shades of Grey, it'd be 50 Shades of Ash. Oh, you kill me! That could be one of the colours.
Oh, I love
one
it.
Of the shades.
I look like I'm 1,000 years old.
Mummy realness.
Are we ready for our next question?
Yeah.
Timmy from Bournemouth. Okay, first of all, you go by Timmy. Red flag.
Tiny Timmy.
Timmy from Bournemouth writes, I'm an up-and-coming musician, and I'm really thankful for what I've been able to achieve in such a short time. But all my fans are furries. They keep doing fan art drawings of me as a dog. It's good art, I guess. These people are paying my rent with their support for my craft, but I can't help but feel weird that my music has deeply penetrated the furry community. What should I do? Should I change my sound?
I mean, darling, if you're penetrating the furry community, you're already doing that. You are working, living. What's this guy's problem? I don't understand.
Could be worse people liking your music.
Yeah, I mean, you could be Gary Glitter.
Oh God.
That would totally be the worst thing.
To be Gary Glitter.
I mean, well.
I can think of one worse thing than being Gary Glitter. Sorry!
You could have a whole album just dedicated to furry music, like Howler for a Growler.
Do you have a fursona?
A what? A fursona?
Yeah, it's what your furry persona is.
Oh my goodness, that's the first time I've heard that word.
Would you be like a fox? What do you think?
No, I'd be a monkey. Yeah, I'd
Cute.
absolutely be a monkey.
Very
With
sexy.
a real long tail, because I don't have one. So, I would make up for what's missing.
Are you talking about your dick? Okay.
Yeah, darling.
Just making.
So glad we
Sorry.
had to make that clear.
Sorry. Okay.
I mean, honestly, I just say that so that when people sleep with me, they're like,
Oh my god, I thought this was going to be much shorter than it is.
Oh my god, it's expectation management.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. I love it. I do the same thing. I'm like, my pussy is huge. You will get lost. and they're like, oh my god, you're so tight. So what we're trying to say is having furries as your fans is not the worst thing.
for real. I mean, great. That's brilliant.
Lean in. Lean in. On to our next question. It's from Felicity from the Cotswolds. I've just moved to the big city, Hull.
I pray for you, Felicity.
I've just moved to the big city to follow my dreams of being a West End star. And in the process, I was kind of a dick to my friends from back home. But now I live in a house share with 5 geriatric men and several cockroaches. Should I continue living this facade of a glamorous life, or should I pack it up, swallow my pride, and head back to the country?
This is your first role, Felicity. Instead of going, well, I'm now living with these miserable, stinking old men, treat it as a new job. This is it.
Yeah, that sounds like almost the beginning of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Of just like them huddled up in their little beds.
Grandpa Joe, what an absolute liar. Benefit cheat. Oh, I can get some chocolate. Suddenly I can do everything. Oh.
Honestly, I feel like even living with 5 geriatric men in the big city is still less embarrassing than doing regional theater, so.
I feel very attacked, but
I'm sorry. It was a pre-written line and I hated it. You're gonna be in Chicago.
I am,
You're
but
gonna be-
not the actual place. No, I'm doing a regional theatre tour.
Oh.
Where are you going to next? Rotherham. Tell me, are you doing regional theatre? Do you need help? Were you expecting great things for your career? Unfortunately, you're now touring in Widnes.
I've seen Chicago. Who is Mary Sunshine?
So in the film, it's Christine Baranski.
Yes.
But in
an
Chicago,
icon.
she's the reporter. So she's just supposedly very nice and very easily she's very amenable. That's the
Okay,
thing.
so you're like a very good actor. I'm so sorry. Okay, so what is the advice that we're giving Felicity? Should I continue living this facade of a glamorous life, or should I pack it up, swallow my pride, and head back to the country?
I mean, come on. What kind of life were you expecting?
Margarita in one hand, dialysis machine in the other. Felicity, stay in the West End and stock up on Viagra. These 5 guys aren't gonna get hard without it. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. How do I seduce a guy?
Like this.
How do I seduce a lady?
Like this.
How do I seduce a person who identifies as non-binary?
That's more difficult. Probably like this.
What are next week's lottery numbers?
I don't know, but in your future, I see good things.
Is it clear I've spent most of this year talking to people on computers and not in person?
100% yes.
Will I ever find love?
No.
Thanks. Thanks
You
for
will,
that.
you will.
No, it's fine. I have a career.
That's what I keep telling myself as well.
Davina, thank you so much for giving me such incredible advice.
Listen, anytime you need somebody to help you through the trials and tribulations of life, you just give me a call.
This has been Bad Advice, and for me and Davina, remember, he had it coming.